He looks away. My friend grew up under the iron hand of priests. He knows that even the loftiest ideas, even the most beautiful spaces, are in the hands of fallible humans. What's so special about this place? The fact there's no need of texts or theories of anything really. It's just silence and emptiness and light. No screens at all. No screens, he says, registering that I mean something more than television sets. When Steve joined a seminary, his consciousness came so unhinged that he was found walking in his sleep night after night and had to be sent home. You're not getting religious. I look at him. If you're freed of all distinctions, there's no need of words like God. In truth, I'm as surprised as my friend is. 12 years of enforced chapel at school every morning and every evening have left me with an aversion to all crosses and hymnals. In any case, I've never wanted to be part of any group of believers. The globe is too wide, too various to assume one knows it all. So, why am I exultant to find myself in the silence of this Catholic monastery? Maybe because there's no I to get in the way of the exultancy, only the brightness of the blue above and below. That red-tailed hawk circling, the bees busy in the lavender. It's as if a lens cap has come off, and once the self is gone, the world can come flooding in all its wild immediacy. The silence of this place is as real and solid as sound, more real, in fact. The words in front of me feel as close as if I've written them. Alone in a shack near the South Pole for 5 months, the author stepped into a sense of communion with everything around him. Everywhere he looked was a vastness that made his plans and achievements seem very small indeed. Admiral Byrd was receiving messages by radio from his friend President Roosevelt as he sat in the polar cold and dark. He was the only person ever to have been fated with 3 ticker-tape parades through New York City. But in his little cell, he came to see that success might be another word for peace, and peace at heart for freedom from ceaseless striving. Though close at times to death, he felt more alive, he confesses, in his solitude than at any other time in my life. His friends in seclusion were moon halos, the bright pebbles of stars, ice crystals falling against the face of the sun. His greatest enemy, he came to see, was a discordant mind. He watched a brilliant aurora. He paged through a tale of monastic romance. He sat for long hours in enveloping silence and began to appreciate what T.S. Eliot would call the life we have lost in living. No human, he saw, can hope to be completely free who lives within reach of familiar habits and urgencies. It was visiting my parents' friend Killian earlier in the week close to home that brought the Admiral back to me. I'd glimpsed the copy of Byrd's memoir alone beside his chair. For a quarter of a century, none of us has ever seen Keel ruffled or without his air of quiet self-possession. Usually his small figure is to be found seated at a terminal chuckling over fractals. Brown corduroy jacket, gold rim specs, shock of frizzy brown hair. I don't think I'll ever meet a brighter soul. He mastered both physics and philosophy at Harvard. But when I moved to Boston, he volunteered to drive with me all the way across the country so he could show me round his old hometown. The one time we stopped for 8 hours in a motel, I awoke at first light to find him at the check-in desk scribbling across a postcard of bright-eyed raccoons to send back to his 2 young daughters. Now, as I look in on him, Gregorian chants fill the space. He's long been drawn towards the wisdoms associated with Asia, but cancer, it seems, has moved him to turn to solace closer to home. What words can be of any use? I recall my friend has...